Howdy folks, what we have today is the spirometry lab. Now the spirometer is what we're going to go ahead and be able to exhale into, and then from there it's going to go ahead and be able to measure the amount of air that we're taking with each breath. Now normally the amount of breath you're taking in each breath, we refer to that as tidal volume. You then have your inspiratory reserve capacity, which is how much more you can take in, so deep breath in, and expanding your chest and your diaphragm, and then you have your expiratory reserve capacity, which is pushing everything out, crunching over, exhaling as much air as we can. Now, what we're going to do with this lab is for you to go ahead and just do a couple tidal breaths. So typically you're going to go and do 3, so just be a normal breath in and then normal breath out. And we're seeing that my tidal volume looks like it's about 0.75 liters. Now you're going to do 3 and take the average of it. Obviously, if you're just watching from home, you're going to go and take this. Now, what I'm reaching underneath for is there's a stopper. And that stopper is effectively allowing us to get all the air out so we can go back to 0 and do another test. So then I'm going to take the biggest breath in I can. And that came out to 2.8 liters. And that gives me also my inspiratory reserve capacity. So I'm going to subtract that initial number of that 0.75 and then from that 2.8, and that's going to give me an inspiratory reserve capacity of, you'll have to figure it out so you can put it on your number sheet. So I'm going to go ahead, pull the stopper on out again, make sure we get all the air out of the chamber, go ahead and put that stopper back in there to keep all that air trapped inside, reset our dial, and then I'm going to take the biggest breath in I can, just and that brought me at 4.1 liters. And that's going to be my forced vital capacity, the greatest amount of air that I can take in and take out. Now, I still have the anatomical dead space, and otherwise it's going to occupy a little bit, but that does give me information for my total lung volume. Now, we have a couple other interesting old school machines that I found whenever I was doing the cleaning in the lab of an old school spirometer that's going to be based upon your ability to keep blowing into it to get the air out. So you're going to take a deep breath in. And then it's going to go ahead and move forward to figure out what the volume is for that given breath. Now, I don't know if I put that much stock in it, but that is what it came up with. And the other one that's interesting, which is going to give us data on how much we're able to evacuate quickly, another old school device, which is kind of entertaining. I feel like I'm standing in a room by myself playing on a very poorly tuned kazoo. So we're going to go and scan the back, and from there we can figure out the greatest amount of air I can get rid of per second. Now obviously you want to see a real quick ability to get rid of that air, because that's going to show that you've got no restrictions in your breathing, and that's good for overall health, whereas individuals that are not able to evacuate that much air out of their lungs rapidly are not going to be as healthy. So thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a great day. Stay safe out there, and use this obviously for A, giving you information so you can do the lab on your own if you need to, and then B, if we're doing it online, you got the numbers you need, so go ahead and from there factor them on through and use a little math. Have a great day.